What does communication mean to you? Think about it. Because in the world we live in at Microsoft, everyone is good at their job. People are good at what they do. But just being good at your job is no longer good enough. If you really want to stand out and get people to notice you for the right reasons, you need to learn how to communicate. It is an art form that many people don't focus on. Communication skills are superpowers. They determine success in your career and your life. Communication in its most simple form is about getting an idea or a thought from our heads into the minds of someone else. That's it. You need to be able to understand the impact of the work you do, and you then need to be able to communicate that impact to others. If you can't do this, then the true value of your work will lie hidden under the surface, and the skills and contributions that make you great and others successful will remain one of the world's best kept secrets. Many people think they've communicated impact, but in reality they haven't. What they've actually done is provide a string of events and facts, and they made that mistake whilst delivering the messages in a boring way with no context, no reason, no value. Others will focus their stories on the numbers or the levels of intelligence and creativity they applied in previous pieces of work, or perhaps talk about how many people listened to their latest presentation. But what about the impact? Waves of impact mean nothing if nobody gets to ride them. Now, we live in a world where people's attention span is reducing day by day, partly because tools and apps like social media are in fact rewiring our brains and turning us into extremely thirsty, quick fix, give me the good stuff and make it shiny evolutions of humans. And partly because knowledge and data and information is now expected to be at our fingertips on demand every time. It's a sad state of affairs in many ways, but we have to be mindful of the world we live in and be considerate of the world we live in when we're communicating in any form to anyone. Now, the most effective way to get a thought or idea into someone's head is to use the power of storytelling. Stories are memorable and leave impressions in people's minds. But whilst we should always lead with stories, it is also vital to convey and land our one key message as quickly as possible. Do this right, and the recipients will be able to see and experience the value and impact in the story for themselves. Later videos, and indeed this workshop, will show you new ways to uncover the real value in the work that you do. But right now, it's important to understand one thing, and that is that people will most likely only remember one thing from what you tell them. Not a series of facts and figures, not the bullet points in your slide, and definitely not reams of data. Because the reality is we are human and our working memories are terrible. That's not our fault, it's just the way we are designed. Just think about your past experiences at airports and the challenge we face trying to remember our gate and seat number, and you will know this is true. Or even, just for fun, can you remember the opening scene of this video? You see, it's hard, so you need to make life easy for people by landing your big idea and explaining why it's important. What is the one thing you want people to take away from your message? If you can, try and condense your message, your story, down to just one key sentence. One big idea, and focus on the impact. Focus on the people that were able to ride the waves of impact that you generated. What has that done for them? Everything you say and every point you make in your message, in your presentations, in your stories, in your impact discussions, in those experiences that you are trying to share with other people, they should all connect to and all support the overarching big idea. And that is what should be delivered loud and clear.